Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer, and if you don't know me yet, I've been on a significant weight loss journey, and to date I have lost over 140 pounds. My starting weight was 325, and now I'm down to 178. So even though I'm not in an X fat, I'm steadily working my way there, getting there as fast as well, at a reasonable time frame, but as fast as I can. It's a steady, regular weight loss of about a pound, pound and a half a week right now. Going down from a significant weight loss of 30 to 40 pounds my first couple months down to, 15 pounds a month, 10 pounds a month, but it's getting there. I have done it on a carnivore diet. I started out using the weight loss shots with trizepatide back in February of 2024. My daughter had started on it before that, and she's the one that introduced me to it. And now I'm off the trizepatide, but I am using different peptides, MOTS, things like that, stuff I'll talk about on a later video, to help me, as well as the carnivore journey, which has been a significant health difference for me overall. I've taken my A1C down from a 5.4 to a 4.6 right now, and still maintaining quite good health. Otherwise, cholesterol levels, my triglycerides are really low. So I've completely cut out all sugar, all grains. I don't eat fruits or vegetables. I eat just meat and animal-based products, milk, cheese, stuff like that. Though I try to keep those down a little bit just because they are inflammatory, so I will get a little bit of bloating sometimes from the cheeses. But outside of that, I don't eat anything but animal-based products, lots of butter, all the good stuff, eggs daily. That helps when I have some chickens in the backyard. That'll help me with the eggs too. So, Anyway, today I'm going to talk about another Amberlynn Reid, what I ate in a day. And she says 2 awful days of eating, which most of her days of eating are awful. This isn't a one-off for her. This is a normal issue for her. But she's trying to use Noom. And, well, Noom is not a bad program. It actually has some good stuff. I've tried it. It wasn't for me. It was a little too liberal in the carbohydrates. It's very big on letting you have carbs and stuff. And, well, I have a sugar addiction. I'm not one of those that binge eat or anything else. I have a sugar addiction. I love my sugars. If I had a Costco tuxedo cake, I could go through the whole thing in one day. Not all in one sitting, but the whole, in one day. Ice creams. Though, admittedly, I do have ice cream now, but I don't have sugar in it. I've actually have some good recipes I get through Maria Emmerich that will give me the ice cream without the sugar. Egg whites, egg white powder, or heavy cream and egg yolks with some allulose. If you never heard of allulose, look it up. It's amazing. It is a healthy way of having sweet without all the processed stuff. It is a natural sweet. It actually does not spike glucose. So I can have a sweet without having the spike from glucose, which is what helps me with my weight loss. So anyway, we're going to get to Amberlynn's, what she ate in a day, and go from there. This isn't a paid ad. Element never asked me to talk about it. The thing is, I can't stop talking about it. It's just that good. No fillers, no sugars, just electrolytes. Doesn't spike my insulin, which is amazing. And it's perfect for my lifestyle. My favorite flavors are citrus and raspberry, and sometimes I mix them together. I don't need to be sponsored for me to tell you how much I love Element. This has been a game changer for me. I have this all year long, and during the wintertime, when I really want something warmer, I get their chocolate medleys and throw this in my coffee. No other sugars, no creamers, just this, and it keeps me hydrated while also staying warm. Maybe one day they'll call me, but until then, cheers to staying hydrated. And if you want to know more, down in the description is the link. And, well, the more of you that go, maybe they'll call me. If not, I'm just going to keep enjoying it.
Hello, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. So if you've never watched my What I Ate Today videos, just know I used to weigh 572.4 pounds. Everything I eat today
And she says she used to weigh 572. She never tells us what she weighs now, which probably is heavier.
Is drastically better than what I eat on an off-track day. Or
every day seems to be an off-track day, because unless it's, you know, half the candy that she usually eats, because she hasn't given up sweets, she hasn't given up candy, you know, sugars. So we'll see.
A day where I literally do not care about weight loss. And yes, surprisingly, there are those days. I'm counting all my calories on Noom. And by the way,
I sincerely doubt she's counting all her calories on Noom. I sincerely believe, and I have no reason to believe otherwise, that she is only counting half the calories on Noom just so she can justify and fool herself into believing she's doing the right thing, and it's just not working.
I have cellulitis. I am feeling kind of down today. I think the antibiotic is making me not feel the greatest. So today's what I ate today video is going to be kind of lame, but I'm still going to show you guys every single thing that I eat today.
She never ever shows us everything she eats in a day, because there's no way she is and eating where she says she is and not losing the weight.
Which is Thursday, because that is part of my YouTube schedule and I don't want to be a flop and be unsuccessful in that. Since I know today's video is going to be super short, because I'm literally just going to be showing you what I'm eating. I'm not gonna like have any extras to it. I'm also gonna be filming tomorrow's food as well. So for my first meal, I am just having 2 of these beef and bean green chili burritos. I usually always have 2 at once. So this is actually the first.
Those burritos are 290 calories per burrito. That is 600 calories for breakfast just in that. I mean, that's a third of the day on very little food.
First time I've ever tried this exact flavor. I had 2 of them yesterday and they're genuinely so good. I usually just get the kind in the purple bag, but I've realized I really like green chili. All right, so I have my burritos in the microwave and I'm just having a water with it. And after my burritos, because I want something sweet, I would be having 4 of these butter cookies, and 3 of them is a serving.
3 of them is a serving, but if you look at it, there's 5 grams of sugar, calories you can't really see. The cholesterol and carbohydrates, though, it's just, that stuff's crap. I mean, it's wheat flour, it's niacin, iron, thiamine, riboflavin, all processed stuff added to it to help. Butter, sugar, cornstarch, cream of tartar, baking soda. What are you eating?
But I only have 4 left, so I'm just gonna have all 4. So with my food, I will be taking my antibiotic. Alrighty, so my next meal, I made some pasta with some shredded chicken, and I have some seasoning.
And if you look at that meal right there, that pasta is a full bag of pasta. That's a serving for like 4 people to eat, not 1. And it's all pasta with very, very little chicken. I mean, maybe 1 chicken breast worth in that whole thing.
And some Parmesan cheese. All right, so here is my...
Yep, there it is. She's eating a large bowl, which is like half the container. And then she says she was having another bowl a couple hours later because she was still hungry, basically. Of course you're still hungry, because all that is carbs. That's it. It's just carbs. You're going to eat it. It's going to process through. You're going to instantly be hungry. You're going to go back for more. That is a ton of calories.
My bowl of pasta, and I'm just gonna have 1 bowl. And with my pasta, I will be drinking a lemon lime.
And there was never ever a reason for people to be drinking Gatorade. If you're an athlete and you're out, it's hot, and you need something quick, a sugar hit, basically, fine. But Gatorade itself is just processed crap doesn't actually hydrate you properly. It's just sweet. She really should be drinking a lot more water. Truthfully, I drink the Element because it's potassium, magnesium, and salt in water. They make a carbonated version, which is really good, but it doesn't have extra stuff. It has no sugar in it, and the sparkling have no maltodextrin in it for preservatives, the way the powdered stuff does. But even then, it's so minuscule in there, it's almost non-detectable. That is a healthy drink if you're going to if you need something flavored and you don't want just water. This is not.
Gatorade Zero, which I have recently discovered. This is one of my favorites. I ended up getting a large Diet Coke from Chick-fil-A, their 12-piece grilled nugget, where I ate 9 of them, a small mac and cheese, because this mac and cheese is super rich. Like,
Chick-fil-A, from what I understand, I've never been there, but we do have them down here, has some decent chicken and stuff. Not bad tasting. They don't add a lot of stuff to it. But that mac and cheese is just processed cheese. So it's more carbs, more processed cheese, and not anything of any use nutritionally for her.
I might be fat, but it's even too rich for me.
And being fat has nothing to do with being too rich. I used to make something like that for my kids years ago, but yeah, I used the Velveeta cheese at the time, and yes, Velveeta cheese is just oil with some regular cheese in it. Neither of them are fat. You know, some people like it this rich, that's fine. Fat or not fat doesn't decide whether you like it rich. She just doesn't need the carbs at all, period. That's the issue.
And I also got a chocolate chip cookie.
And that's what's hiding in the bag of chocolate chip cookies. So now she had cookies for breakfast and cookies for lunch.
So I want to drink 3 water bottles in a day. This is my second one. Forgot to show you
I
guys
believe
that, but here is my third one. Also wanted to show you guys all the liquid that I put in my body. So that's the end of today because I don't plan on eating anything else for the night. I did just take my second antibiotic.
She says she didn't plan on eating anything else for tonight, but where did she actually show she ate the second bowl of pasta, which she just kind of told us she did, but she didn't actually show us.
Antibiotic for the night because it's 2 a day. So I take them at the same time every single day, AM and PM. But anyways, I'm gonna go and I will see you guys for tomorrow's day of eating. All right, you guys, welcome to the next day. I'm gonna be showing you everything I eat today, but I'm just gonna do a voiceover. Hope you enjoy. So for today, I had
more burritos for breakfast, which explains where a lot of her carbs are going and why she's so hungry by lunchtime and most likely snacking.
2 more of these burritos. I think they're super tasty.
What she really should be eating if she's serious about losing weight and getting healthy is some eggs and sausage, bacon. And it doesn't even have to be about a carnivore thing. Just that the eggs have so much protein in them. If she started her day with some eggs and bacon, steak, have some steak, something. And you can't tell me she can't afford to get steak. Even if it's expensive, she can afford to do it. Something more than this. This is carbs. This is processed meat. This is nothing healthy. Eat something real, and that will hold you throughout the day so much better that she won't be craving all the extra. She wouldn't have needed the cookies yesterday for breakfast and dinner. She could have been doing much, much better and less hungry.
They're pretty small, but they're decent size. It satisfies me. Also have...
They obviously don't satisfy very long because she eats so much afterwards and the double lunch.
My first water here. And before I went out...
And another Gatorade. She does not do enough in life any day of any kind of work to need this.
I had a lime lemon Gatorade, which is a favorite. Had another water bottle with my antibiotic. And then I had a Diet Coke. And then I got a cheeseburger with some side.
See, if she was satisfied, truthfully, that would have fed my daughter and I with leftovers. But then I don't eat any processed stuff at all. Everything is homemade.
Sidewinders, and I had just the tiniest bit of ranch. Because as you guys know, I'm a dry girl. And then I came home and had...
And there you go. More crap, more of Almond Joy king size. She ate all 4. She didn't have just one and put the rest in the fridge for another day. She ate all 4. This is why she's not losing weight. You can't do this and try to lose weight. It's not about moderation when you're this large. When you're 600 pounds, it's not about moderation on the sweets. If you're 130 pounds like my daughter and you want to have a piece, if she'd got to one of these, she would have had 1 of the 4 bars, snacked on it maybe, and the rest would have been put away to another day, a week later, a month later, for all we know, because she's not a big snacky on, the treats. she would have had all four one day, and that's the reason I cut sugar out of my diet, because I know I'm addicted. I can't have just one. I couldn't have eaten one of these and put the rest away for later because I didn't know how. As soon as I had one, my body was immediately craving the next and the next and the next. By cutting it out of my diet completely, I don't crave it at all. I don't miss it. I don't need it. And Almond Joys used to be my favorite. I grew up in the 80s. That's what we had Almond Joys all the time. Mounds and Almond Joy. But yeah, no, she should not be having these at all. At her weight, she's had so many of these to date, she doesn't need any more. She needs to cut them out to lose the weight.
I had a king size Almond Joy because I have a massive sweet tooth.
And there's no way that was in her Noom plan.
I have drank 3 water bottles both yesterday and today. All right, you guys, so it is time for food for thought. If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? So the last 2 days, I think I would just change the things that I was eating. I am allowing moderation, so I am allowed to eat those.
She's not allowing moderation. She's giving in to cravings rather than allowing moderation. And it's not like she had one meal where she should have planned a little better, but, you know, she was out of bingo, and these are the only options they had, so she wishes they had something more. But no, this was an all-day, both days, you know, issue with her food.
Those things, but I wish I would have ate more healthy choices with it. Was there a moment today that you...
And if she really wished she'd eat more healthy choices, she'd have more healthy choices at home, but she doesn't. She has the burritos because they taste good. She has the pasta because it tastes good. She could be making the right choice if she really, truly wanted to. And I know Noom gives all kinds of meals on healthy options.
You were about to fall off track, but you stopped yourself. These last 2 days have been weird for me because I have definitely stayed under the 3,400 allotted.
She shouldn't be anywhere near 3,400 calories. She should be maybe 2,200 calories, but not 3,400.
Calories, but I haven't been making the best choices. So
and if she says she's staying under the 3,400, that's based on what she's actually reported, not what she's actually eaten, which means she's well over that.
well, I don't know if I should even consider it on track 100%. Was I staying under my calorie goal? Yes, but I wasn't making good choices. But to answer the question, yeah, there were several times where I wanted to stop counting calories.
And technically there are times where you could eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories in technicality. That's one of those, you know, calorie in versus calorie out doesn't count. It's, you can eat 4,000 calories of salad and you won't gain weight because there's no sugar, no nothing in the salad, as long as it doesn't have all the ranch dressing, all the other stuff with it. But I mean, just pure salad. Now, it'd be a ton of salad. It'd be a little hard to do, but I mean, the reality is that it's about the calories you're getting, not how many calories necessarily, but the type of calories. All her calories are coming from sugar, carbs, processed crap. Her body can't process it properly. It's not going to utilize it just for energy and, you know, expend. It's going to save it because it's working on it's trying to get what it needs and not getting what it needs and destroying the rest.
Do you consider today a successful day for you? No one else, just you. Why or why not? I was successful in counting my calories, but I was not successful in the foods.
She's a liar about counting calories, I promise you. There's not a chance in hell she's accurate with putting all, because she doesn't measure anything. She throws it into a bowl, says, here. How does she count that burger? How does she count calories on that burger? That was a huge burger. I mean, that's a burger twice the size of something you'd get at McDonald's, Burger King. How does she know how much that burger weighed? How, you know, the bread, and then, how does she count that accurately? Most people counting calories and weighing stuff still can be off by about 20%. She's got to be off by double.
That I chose. 50-50 is not as good as 80-20, but I counted calories, so there's a victory. I didn't do great though. So I'm gonna say overall, no, I wasn't successful. I am gonna end this video. I know it was kind of lame. I'm a little low energy, but that's gonna happen. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
She's low energy because she's eating so many carbs that she's spiking glucose insulin, and then it drops, and then she spikes it, then it drops, and then she spikes it. She's on a yo-yo roller coaster, and she's not exercising. She's not getting out, walking, getting energy. Energy comes from working out, not, you know, food will give you a boost of energy, but I mean, your actual energy is coming from working out. She doesn't do it. All she does is count her 3,400 calories of food, which is all sugar anyway, and sit around all day. And she wants to know why she's low energy. It's because of that. this is someone that is in complete denial of where she truly is and what she needs to do to get there, because she doesn't want to give up the tasty foods that she enjoys. She thinks that she has to have them, can't give them up. It's a mental thing. It truly is. It's one of the reasons I use Zepbound. I knew I had an issue and I couldn't get past it on my own. I wasn't going to have surgeries to shrink my stomach because that didn't fix the mental side of it. Zepbound helped fix the mental side for me until I can get past it and move on. And I did. Cutting the sugars, cutting the grains, all that was gone. So now I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can eat normal, I can eat small meals, I can eat healthy for breakfast. Most days, truthfully, I don't have breakfast. Some days I do. Well, everybody has breakfast at some point. At some point you're breaking your fast. For me, that's usually around lunchtime, because in the mornings I'm just not hungry, and I never really have been a big morning eater because I usually end up busy. I get up, get my husband out the door. I tend to do some exercise if I'm having a a late start for work, or if I'm starting early for work, I do that, and then I do my workout after. So like when I get done here, I'm hopping on the treadmill and doing a couple of miles before I go make dinner. So for my usual breaking of my fast, it's about 3 or 4 eggs, fresh from my chickens, a couple pieces of bacon, and either some sausage, or sometimes I'll do some salmon with it too. And I'll enjoy some salmon with my fish, or my eggs. And I'll put a little bit of seasoning on it, but it's a dry seasoning. I don't put any liquid seasonings of any kind. Like I don't put ranches or sauces or barbecue, whatever. I don't use mayonnaise. I've cut all of that out. I'll use a little bit of like chili powder or something, but I mean, that's really the extent of it. Mostly salt, pepper. And that's a typical breakfast for me. And then I don't eat, and then I eat again probably about dinner time, 5:36. And like tonight, we're going to have some catfish. And I'm making some red beans and rice for my husband, but I'll have the catfish, and then I'm going to add a little shrimp to that catfish because, well, I have the steaks saved for this weekend. And I do have some steaks that I'm going to be cooking up on Sunday on the grill. And I got some nice porterhouses for my husband and I. And with that porterhouse, I'll end up having some egg with it too. I don't miss not having the breads, the grains. I don't miss not having rice or veggies, because by the time I get done eating, most times I don't even finish my plate. I am so full, I'm good for the rest of the day. And I felt 100 times better after losing the weight. And then on top of it, not only do I feel better, I'm a lot more active. I'm up, I'm moving, I'm doing things. I get up, I take care of the animals, I'm moving, I'm out. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be up and helping put up 1,100 flags for Memorial Day, because I have the energy now. This time last year when we were doing it, I had to sit down a couple of times because I thought I was going to pass out from just being exhausted. This year, I'm going to be up and bending and squatting and doing and helping and not being in that position anymore. And I prefer that. So anyway, if you're stuck with me and you like what you see, please subscribe, please like, share with your friends, leave a comment, leave an emoji. Leave a message. I will get back to you. I will respond. I always respond pretty quickly. I check regularly. And let me know what you think. Well, you have a good day.